Hey there YouTube, so today I'm going to show you guys how to frame your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh playmat alongside some of your favorite cards. So this is one example where I had the 20th anniversary Lopi cipher mat, and I used that alternate artwork cipher. Make it look cool. I'm going to show you another example in a second. So yeah, here's an example of a full frame one. Comic-Con cipher mat, cipher judge mat. And this is actually framed artwork through Gallery 1988 with some Egyptian god cards, but I'm going to show you guys how to do the mat and cards. Alright, so a standard Yu-Gi-Oh playmat is, I believe, 14.5 inches by 24. So you're going to want a frame that is about that size, at least definitely width-wise. For height, if you want to do the double row, then yeah, you gotta calculate it out. But I was shown this method a few years ago by a friend on Facebook. I think his name's Garrett or Anthony, I gotta double check. So I picked up this. This is an 18 by 24 poster frame from Walmart, Mainstays kind of thing. It's kind of a cheap thing, but yeah. And so what you want to do is, obviously take the frame apart. So yeah, the edges come off like that. And you're gonna want to remember, so the shorter side is up, so it's it curves in. And the next step is some of these, I don't know if it's for all of them, but for this, there's a plastic film on both sides of this, so you gotta peel it off. There's even a sticker that says remove protective film from both sides of plastic sheet. So we'll just do that. So you guys know what. There's both sides, so this side and the back side. And so for this, you kind of don't want this showing through the back, so you can either just make it white on the black, or if you have black paper, I would put that where there might be gaps between your mat and your cards. And before you start laying it down, you gotta keep in mind, so on the back of this, there's the tabs for the hooks. So you gotta keep in mind how you want to hang this. So, because the hook is on this side, that means we gotta put everything so it's oriented up like that. So yeah, just keep in mind the little tab hook for when you start laying stuff out. So yeah, I'll just do it with white. And then we get my mat. Where's my mat? Oh, give me a second. Alright, so here's my mat. And I think it'll be cool to have cards along the bottom. So we're just gonna line that up. Kind of line it up to the edges. Alright, so the cool part of this is because of the rubber on the back, the mat will basically hold itself in place once you put the edges on it, just because of pressure. But the cards themselves, so because this mat has it's from 2016 World Championship, it had the 5 Pro Tags at time, so I was thinking of using these cards. So 5 of the original art, and then 5 of the alternate artwork. Oh shoot, I'm missing. No wait. It was I'm missing nails. So when you lay these out, well, I guess it'd be better if I matched. When you lay it out, you want to, I think it's about 10 across is the most you can have. So here I'm just gonna. So you just kind of want to lay your cards out to get a sense of how you want it to look. I almost messed up there, that's funny. So yeah, it's about 10 cards apart. If you don't want, I wouldn't recommend using cards that you want to keep in mint condition, obviously, because you might damage the edges with this process, just because, so to hold them down in place, I'm gonna roll up some tape and stick it to the back. But the reason I say you don't want cards you want graded is because when you put these on, it may damage the edges a little bit, unless if you put it right at the edge. So you just might want to keep it a little bit off. So I'm just gonna
kind of try to keep it to the edge. That's also why I recommended, like, if you have it, black paper to go behind this, so that, you know, you don't see, like, the gap between. It's the same for the other edge, like that. So yeah, you want to try to keep it away from the edges like that. I'm just showing you guys for purposes. Yeah, and then so I'll start, once I get a layout I like, I'll start kind of taping it down. I just have simple like tape. You can also go on the edge too. That's okay if you go over on the edge a little bit. So give me a second, I'll start taping things down. So you can see I kind of put down tape roll up behind it, and I'm just gonna try to start from an edge. Should start from the center. I'm gonna start from the center just cause. So I'm gonna try to keep a little bit off the edge. Shoot, hold on. Alright, so I tried to lay it out. There might be a little bit of overlap between them, but that's fine. Just because I don't want to get too close to this edge. So we're just gonna start laying it down. So you want to try to do your best to keep everything straight. Again, a little overlap is okay, because you want to just try to keep everything straight. Ooh, it didn't go into the... Okay. Oop, I gotta redo that one. Yeah, we did that one. Oop, too high up. Didn't go the other way. It's a little hard to do one-handed. Cool. And then now we put that plastic from earlier on top. So you notice I actually did move the mat down a little bit, like maybe 3/4 of a centimeter, just so I can clear that top and bottom edge, and then try to get it all lined up. Now make sure before you put this down you don't have like stray hairs because it's winter, shedding a lot. Okay, because it will be annoying to get out later. Oh my god, I can see hair. Ugh, sorry guys, hair, gross. Make sure the edges are lined up as best I can. Okay. And now I think it doesn't really matter which edge you start with. I just think it's easier to do like the short end. So this part is a little tricky because the mat makes it a lot thicker, like thicker than the edge. So just gotta carefully slip it on, starting from like a corner. Oh my god. Oop, give me a second. Alright, gonna try to start from an edge. So this is a little tricky just because the mat makes it a little thicker than the frame. So you just gotta be kind of careful about it. Sorry guys, I may need both hands for this. Give me a second. Actually, I found it was easier to start from the top and just kind of carefully push it in. Sorry, I need both hands again. Give me a second. Alright, sorry, it's a little tricky just because you got to keep in mind the back edge. Sometimes you can get caught in that cardboard, but if as long as you're patient and you just kind of slowly like work it on, get that first edge on, and then the rest, aside from this other edge, should be pretty easy peasy. So here's the long edge. You want to just kind of slowly put it in, go do the other long edge. There's a hair. Sorry, it's winter, so I'm like, and I haven't gotten a haircut in like almost 16 months, so I'm shedding. TLDR. Let's have a dog. She's just chilling in her bed right now. Oh my god, this is driving me nuts. Oh my, give me a second. Here, let me at least try to get. I need both hands to get it on the edge. All right, got it on. So we just kind of slowly, slowly work the edge on. That's the second long edge. There's a bit of a gap in the mat, but okay, and then the final edge. So like, yeah, I had to kind of slowly work the edge on. Just kind of trying to be careful when I get to the be careful once I get to the cards. Ugh, come on. My hand hurts. Give me this again. And there we go. Framed playmat with let's see, 10 cards. If you have a single favorite monster or something, you can try to do it along the entire edge. Just be careful when you put the frame on, because yeah, hope you weren't planning to grade any of those cards. But yeah, so give me a second, let me hang this on the wall. And here it is hung on the wall. Yep, so that's how you make a pretty cool playmat and card display. Well, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment if you have any questions. Hit that subscribe for more cool videos, yugioh videos, I guess. And see you guys next time.